Shut the papers.
You're welcome.
What's down there?
Okay, let's see what the topic is. The topic is Halloween.
Oh my god, our favorite topic of all. What if that was where it ended? We just ended it here. This is all you need to know.
Okay, so Halloween. If you don't know what Halloween is,
I
don't even know what to tell you.
You might be in a foreign country where perhaps they do not celebrate it, such as India, and I know because I was there for Halloween.
But you've seen the film Halloween.
hope.
You've seen Halloween costumes. We have social media now.
You are aware of what it is, I should hope.
If you don't know what Halloween is, fast forward to an hour and 20 minutes into Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, and they explain the whole history of Halloween.
It's true. Paul Rudd's looking at a computer screen in which he explains, what is Halloween? So yeah, we're going to talk about Halloween. It's my favorite holiday.
My favorite holiday.
Many people's favorite holiday, I'm sure.
Every cool person.
If you meet somebody and they say they don't like Halloween, just simply don't trust them.
Walk
I don't
away.
think that I could.
Seek out an adult you trust.
Find nearest help.
Scream
Call
stranger.
911.
And run.
Or in England, I think it's 999. Just call it. Get help. Seek treatment. I don't
Just
know.
scream. Run and scream.
Yeah.
So Halloween, obviously, as a child, was my favorite holiday. I'm still obsessed with anything Halloween. It was a huge ordeal for me. What I was going to be.
Yeah,
how
it
much
was-
time I had to get into costume.
Yeah, and you know, here's the thing: is I think if you're maybe in your early 20s or younger, you might not know what Halloween, how it used to be celebrated. In schools, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
Going trick or treating, going door to door was the funnest thing. You looked forward to it every single day. Like getting through your school day in your Halloween costume, and then you go home for like an hour, and then
go out.
like touch anything up, and then go out with your friends. But you'd also have to take a jacket and put it over, depending on what part of the world you were from. Because where I'm from, it would be snowing by Halloween night.
It was
a lot of
raining and
times.
cold, yeah. 'Cause
So,
Seattle.
but it was fun because you get to put on your jacket and squish your fucking costume and body into your jacket. And be like, I'm a fairy.
Sitting in class, literally not listening to the teacher at all. Like it was like wah wah, just looking
Yeah.
at the clock, like white
Waiting.
knuckling, just gripping the desk, ready to run out.
And I would always have on every Halloween, because I was obsessed with Goosebumps when I was younger, even though I was far too old for them probably.
No.
Never too old,
Never
baby.
too old for the
my
Goosebumps.
baby. For the goose flash.
You're giving me the goosebumps.
But there would always be one of those on my desk, and the anticipation of the day being over, of getting out there, of going trick-or-treating, of even like the week of Halloween at school was always a big deal when you were in grade school,
yeah.
because you were making crafts like pumpkins or cutouts or decorating jars.
everything. And if Halloween was on a Friday, get the fuck out.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you knew that you could be out trick-or-treating late, and then you could have sleepovers. You
Yeah.
could just like binge on candy,
Yeah.
get diabetes.
Yeah, Fridays
Um,
or Saturdays.
Yeah, the lead up in school was amazing, and then trying to outdo your friends because like they start talking about what they're going to be, and everyone, there's always someone who's like a ghost or a Dracula, which is always fun.
You
but
a
then
Dracula!
You a damn Dracula. And then you want to start upping your game.
Yeah.
So you know. And then the other fun thing that my parents would do is we go around the neighborhood, which was like the normal neighborhood, and then you drive to the rich people neighborhood where they give you the full size candy.
Oh yeah, we had that too. We had the rich neighborhood where it was like full-size candy bars or like goodie bags, and then we had like the exact contrast of like people handing out pencils and erasers and shit. But now kids don't do any of that. They don't know the magic and the joy of any of that. They have trunk or treat.
Yeah, and
Or-
also in California, I don't think trick-or-treating was ever... You have to be from a place where there's seasons to understand Halloween, how it's properly supposed to be done.
Yeah, and
like
the feeling you get and
yeah.
the smells in the air.
You
and-
can't carve a pumpkin and it rots in an hour and then it's
Yeah.
90 degrees and you're out trick-or-treating with palm trees. It doesn't work like that. You need fog and pine trees
Yeah,
and
rain
like, the
and
decoration, the mist. and
pumpkin
everything.
patches and orchards in the middle of
Yeah.
nowhere, and that was like where I grew up. That's how you grew
I grew up, yeah.
You
So Californians are already kind of like, whoa, what? We just go to parties and like
They're like,
go
it's
around the
always been
mall."
90 on Halloween. What do you mean?
My parents took me to the mall one time and I was so upset. I have pictures from it. And I remember it was so stupid because they gave us each like a fruit Tootsie Roll.
Yeah.
Each store. and I
So,
was
and
like,
here's the thing: is I worked in retail for 10 years
Ew.
when I was younger. I know those dark
I worked at
days are
KFC,
behind me. So yeah, it was sucks going trick or treating at the mall. Kind of
you have to be
too.
out in the neighborhood because then you run into other people from your school people
like-
maybe you don't even get along with.
Yeah.
But it's weird because that night it's like no one cares about anything other than just having fun.
Yeah.
So you'd run into people you don't like, or like, you know, and you're showing off your costume, something like that. What was your favorite costume you did as a kid?
So we were really, really poor growing up. We lived in a trailer. So my mother would always make our costumes out of like, she always, I don't know why, I think for like 7 Halloweens when I was a kid, I was the mummy.
I was
'Cause
I was a mummy
She
for
would
4
take a
years,
sheet,
too.
tear it up, and wrap it around me, paint my face white with big black circles, and I was like a mummy. It was the most magical thing. I didn't really care. And I was also, she did the same with like Dracula, so she would make our cape out of like she made a cape one year out of old denim, and I'm all I'm Dracula, and I didn't even care because I thought it was so cool.
The Dracula of the 80s.
Yeah, but that was the thing is when you were a kid, especially a kid in the 80s and I'm sure 70s, 60s, you got to dress up as a lot of things that weren't necessarily licensed characters. I feel like now people only dress up as licensed characters. There's not a lot of originality.
I feel around like 96, my parents started taking me and my brother to the mall, and we were allowed to get like Spirit came in, and then Spencer's. I used to buy a latex mask at
Spencer's, yeah, because they were really, they had cool masks. And I swear to Christ, I got an apple I had a broken piece of a knife in mine, and my brother had the broken piece of a razor. And it was a big deal. The police were called. They took my cousins and I in their cruiser around the city. This was in Utah, trying to figure out what house it was. Our parents were with us. It was like a huge ordeal. And this is not just something I'm saying, I swear to God. My cousins can back it up, my parents, like everybody. It was a huge issue. But that was that year. That was my favorite costume.
Clearly, he did that to himself to get attention.
Help me!
He's sticking
I'm
razors.
dying!
Oh, my lip. There's like barely a cut. You're like, oh, grab. You're like, how dare you, officer?
Mom, you
I'm
tried
a
to touch
white
my goodies.
Child. What was so I went as a killer clown from outer space one year, which I just got a clown costume, and I got a ray gun from like KB Toys, and that was a killer clown.
You totally.
Yeah, and then I was a mummy for like 4 years, and at one point my mom literally was trying to milk it so much that she used medical gauze, and then I was telling her it didn't look good, and she actually pulled the roll of toilet paper off the thing, and I looked at her and I go, okay, and she's like, it's not raining, it'll be fine, and I was just like,
I wish she would have pulled like the protective seat covers, like
we're gonna
it was all-
she just
around
puts
your
it on a
face.
maxi pad. She's like, they're not gonna know it's a
They're
maxi
not.
pad.
We're gonna layer them.
We're gonna lay. It's
Just
gonna
a row of
rain. I'm like,
maxis.
uh-huh.
No,
She's
that's
like,
a
and it'll
Halloween.
absorb the rain.
That's a Halloween costume idea. We have to do it.
And then there's the year where you get to go by yourself for the first time, which I think I was like 12 or 13 and let me go out, which is also great. Halloween, though, is when you get crazy. So the first time I ever smoked pot was Halloween freshman year. And our friend, we're like, you know, of normal age. And then her boyfriend, who was 27 at the time, dating a 13, 14-year-old red flag, he gave me PCP in my marijuana. So I was dressed as Wes Borland from Limp Bizkit, and I had a horrible psychotic trip on PCP, and I took off all my clothes, ran off into the night, and they found me in a bush. I only remember chunks of it.
That's why they gave it to you, because they knew you were dressed as a member of Limp Bizkit. You might not want to remember that forever. So
Probably thinking I was doing a really good job of acting like I wasn't high, but they're probably like, oh my god, my pupils were probably like just completely...
you're like talking to the wall. Nothing, Mom, I'm fine.
Do you feel the light? October, like, once the leaves started to change in Washington and like everything started, it was like the best. And then you watch horror movies. Halloween, yeah, I feel like Halloween is completely different than it was like 20 years ago.
It is, and although I still think it's fun, I think a lot of the magic and heart has been taken out of a lot of Halloween. But here's the thing: is my internal dilemma. I can't tell if it's like me getting older, and that's just.
I
how
feel
it
like
is.
kids probably still feel like that. They do, but it's just a whole different way of going about it. Like,
Well, because everything's practiced in such an air, like a safety bubble.
Yeah.
Like you can no longer like.
you shouldn't be outside because you could fall and hurt yourself. You shouldn't be outside getting candy because it could be a stranger and the candy could be poisonous.
Yeah.
You shouldn't dress as that because it might offend someone. You shouldn't be that because it's satanic, or you shouldn't be that because it could be blah 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 blah.
Yeah. And then they do trunk or treat, which to me is like strange because they do it in the parking lot of churches. But we all know that church leaders, especially recently, have been all convicted of. And so now they're like,
Well, hold
I'm
on.
just trying to keep it 100.
My lawyer just called and
So-
said, not all of them.
Yes,
Many
not
of
all,
them.
of course.
And it-
that's the thing is, I'm like, it's just a contradiction in my eyes, but I get it.
I mean, yeah, and I feel like that's you have an open trunk and kids reaching in. That's a quick way to snatch up.
You reach into my trunk.
Drive off.
But yeah,
Gotcha.
so I love Halloween. There's so many memories connected to it. So many joyous.
A lot
things.
of my childhood memories that I always think of are around in October or Halloween.
Agreed. Although the funnest times, the coolest times, and I hope that kids out there are still getting that feel and that you know.
I want people to go back to making their own costumes.
Yeah,
and
I
like
agree.
doing actual Halloween parties.
Thing. Take sexy out of the fucking equation.
That's like California and like I want White Claw, Bartle and Jane. I'm a sexy Frank. I'm a sexy cop. I'm a sexy Mongol
nurse. I'm a sexy Freddy. I'm a sexy Jason. They
together be something fun. Everyone's at Spirit now. I like Spirit.
Yeah, we can't.
They're
we're not going to hate
overpriced.
on. Yeah, we're not going to hate on Halloween stores.
No,
because
they're cool.
They're cool.
Go to a mom and pop shop if you can.
Yeah, if there are some near you. So, you know, reach out to these mom and pop shops because a lot of them have way cooler costumes and cooler shit. And I get it. We all ball on a budget. So if you can't afford that, it's okay. But, you know, invest in some crafting ideas and can make your own costume.
Yeah, do some cool stuff. It's not satanic, okay? That's another misconception. They're like, it's satanic.
That's
I'm
what's
like,
weird.
oh, okay.
I'm like, where did you pull that from? What hat did you pull that out of? We pulled our information out of our pumpkin bucket. Where are you pulling your misinformation from? What are your thoughts on Halloween?
Only one with an opinion, so let it be known.
In the comments below.
Take a stand.
This is our Halloween. Ooh.